If you grew up in the early days of the internet, chances are you have come across something that seemed fun or normal, but then changed, leaving you shocked or scared. That's called bait and switch media. It tricks you into thinking you will get one thing, but suddenly it gives you something disturbing, disgusting, or even a virus. For example, the famous maze game, for instance, or those innocent videos that gives us a heart attack or jump scares at the end. But the internet can sometimes go to another level of depravity, where things can be deeply disturbing. Websites like womensalliance.xyz, created in October 2020 by someone known as Obok Midgard, womensalliance.xyz presents itself as a feminist blogging community offering a space for women to connect and share ideas, with a homepage which read as follows. These websites contain stories of female empowerment. Some of these stories may upset or offend sensitive viewers. This site is unsuitable for children. Once you click the homepage, a video appeared of a horrific montage of women being mutilated, tortured, punished with extremely graphic scenes, and of course, slaughtered. The video is filled with graphic and gory scenes that are hard to watch. It shows disturbing clips of violence, blood, and suffering. All of this plays while the song "Oh Pretty Woman" by Roy Orbison runs in the background, a song cruelly chosen to mock the victim shown in the video. Maybe you are wondering why such websites are created. Well, in Obok Midgard's own words, he created these types of bait and switch websites because he felt there was a lack of shock sites in today's internet era. According to him, it's about giving people a chance to experience this old internet trick, bait and switch all over again, bringing back the chaos and surprise to the internet. If you try to leave the website or close it, nothing works. It traps you on the page. Even worse, pressing any key on your keyboard triggers a hidden virus that plants itself in your system. Suddenly, your screen fills up with boxes filled with hateful, misogynistic threats, making the situation even more disturbing and impossible to ignore. The official website of womensalliance.xyz has been taken down, but the video still exists and continues to circulate on different platforms such as Discord and Telegram. The content of the video is extremely disturbing, and I strongly advise not to search for it. Trust me, there are many things on the internet are better to left unseen. This is the last photo of Nirupama Prajapati, taken just before her life ended in tragedy. On January 3rd, Nirupama and her friends went on a picnic to a beautiful waterfall called Kanakunda, also known as the Grand Canyon of Odisha. While enjoying the day, they decided to visit a river near the waterfall to take photos for memories and social media pages. Right after this photo was taken, Nirupama decided to take a selfie by herself on the edge of the river. One of her friends also wanted to take a selfie nearby, but he slipped, causing Nirupama to lose her balance and fall into the river. The water in the river was not very deep near the edge, but it was very strong. It looked calm, but the force of the water was too powerful. If someone fell in, the water would quickly pull them away, and there was no way to stop it. It was a dangerous spot where one small mistake could cost you your life. After all of this, the fire brigade and her friends searched for 22 long hours to find Nirupama. Finally, they found her body trapped between two rocks further down the river. Her body was cold and lifeless, bringing a heartbreaking end to the search. Nirupama's case is one of the saddest selfish tragedies in India. Like many others, she only wanted to capture a happy moment, but it ended in a heartbreaking accident. Nirupama's story is a painful reminder of how risky it can be to prioritize a photo over safety. This tragic accident happened in just few seconds, changing everything forever. Craigslist has a strong connection with true crime and horror fans on social media because many strange and creepy stories have started there. For example, some killers used Craigslist to find their victims, and this case exemplifies why. On May 24, 2012, an ad was posted on Craigslist by an anonymous user. It said he was looking for a good-looking actor to have fun with, but no one could have guessed his real intentions. The ad said, "I am looking for a sexy guy who is interested into becoming an actor in a personal movie I am making. Please be between 18 and 35. Good looking. I am making the movie for me. It's for fun, so I am not going to pay you anything. If you are interested, send me your stats with a face picture and a body picture. Remember, no pic, no answer." Well, to most readers, the ad seemed suspicious. It's so obvious what the ad was about. Using words like good looking and fun gave the impression it was about meeting someone for private activities. Many people responded to the post, but the person chosen for the job was John Lynn, otherwise known as Justin, a computer engineering student who moved to Canada with hopes of building a brighter future for himself. Described as friendly, intelligent. But little did he know, his path would soon cross with someone very different from the people he'd met before. The ad was posted by someone named Eric Newman, otherwise known Luca Rocco Magnotta. Familiar, right? Exactly. He's the main subject of the Netflix documentary series Don't Fuck with Cats. On the same night the ad was posted, John Lynn arrived at Luca Magnotta's apartment on Dickory Boulevard in Montreal. This surveillance footage from that night shows John Lynn and Luca Magnotta entering the apartment building together at 10:17 p.m. Tragically, John Lynn had no idea this would be the last night of his life, and what you are about to witness will make you question humanity. But we will get to that shortly. Luca Magnotta was diagnosed with schizophrenia at a young age. He had a history of delusions and erratic behavior. Despite this, his actions would go far beyond anything anyone could have imagined. In the past, Luca was in trouble for posting videos online where he tormented and killed cats. These videos shocked people and showed signs of the dark things he would do later. In 2010, he uploaded a video called "One Boy, Two Kittens," where he used a plastic bag and a vacuum cleaner to suck the air out of the bag, killing the two kittens. In another disturbing video, he filmed himself feeding a cat to a python. Those who do terrible things to animals tend to move on to humans eventually, and Luca was no different. Days after John Lynn was invited to Luca's apartment, an 11-minute video appeared on the internet. It was one of the darkest and most disturbing videos ever seen, titled "One Lunatic, One Ice Pick." The video showed Luca Magnotta's brutally murdering John Lynn in horrifying acts and details, leaving viewers shocked and disturbed. The victim's life was taken by a screwdriver and a sharp kitchen blade. Luca repeatedly stabbed John Lynn using these tools before dismembering him, and then he filmed himself using a knife and a fork to remove some of John Lynn's flesh and Luca's dog chew on the body. Above all that, the video includes scenes of cannibalism. At first, people who saw the video thought it was just a hoax or a fake, but soon they realized it was real, and the body in the video was actually John Lynn's remains. After killing John and filming the entire video, Luca went on to dispose of the body. He cut it into pieces and began his plan to hide the evidence by throwing it into the garbage. Several days after the incident, he mailed the rest of John's remains to various schools and government buildings across Canada. June 1st, John's head was found at the edge of a small lake in Union Park, Montreal. After the discovery of John Lynn's remains, the main goal of the authorities was to catch Luca Magnotta before he could hurt anyone else. A massive investigation began, and the hunt for Luca turned into an international manhunt. Using a fake passport with the name Kirk Trammell, Luca had been able to travel across Europe, and he ended himself in Berlin, Germany. He was captured on June 4th inside an internet cafe reading articles about himself online. Finally, Luca Magnotta, or Eric Newman, was found guilty of all charges and was given a life sentence, He will be eligible for parole after serving 25 years. And it seems Luca is enjoying his time behind bars. He said, "I'm outside the majority of the time. I play a lot of video games. We all have our own TVs. I have painting classes, and I exercise a lot. I practice language studies. People need to be proud of their accomplishments. Know your value and share it with everyone."